You can call me queen.
Took down the other video and I'm gonna re-upload it with the right WD-40 because I don't want anybody else to break their controllers. Nobody told me that was the one. They just said W40, so that's what I've been using. I'm gonna start using the correct one, but this is thanks to the community of population one. Everybody went in my comments and told me, no, you're using the wrong one. Thank you so much for the ones that helped me. So here's a video, same process, different liquid. Hey guys, it's me, your friend Perla. I'm here today showing you how to fix your control if it has the stick drift. This is how I do it and it's been working. And this is the things I use, WD-40. You only need one drop. And this is what I use. This is a dropper. You can get them at Walmart, any store. I have this little container. And this is like a metal, real thin, I don't know what to call it, but you can use a spatula. And I also use this popsicle stick. So what I do first, I put a little bit on the cup. If you try to spray it directly to your controller, it's going to spray everywhere. It's going to make a mess. So this is why I use this little container. I do craft and stuff, so I have this that I use for other things. But you can use anything to put the liquid. You can use a little cap. You can use a little glass shots. Like anything, just make sure you don't spray directly to the controller. So the next step, I'm going to try to separate the lid of the controller. I have done this before, but I'm going to try to do it as if it was the first time. So you just go around real soft. It has some glue that helps it stick to the actual controller. You're just going to go around a little bit, make sure all the edge is separated, and just go all the way around. You're going to be able to feel when it's getting, a little bit separated. Don't worry, it's not going to break. I have done this with a couple of controllers. You just go all the way around. Once you went all the way around the control, you just got to pull it with your hand slowly. But you have to rotate around the control to make sure it's all separating at the same time. As you start to pull up, you're gonna start to feel a little resistance because it has glue in the middle. Just keep going slowly until the whole part comes apart. Make sure this part doesn't come out. It's kind of a sensor. You can remove it while you're working it, or you can just leave it in there. These areas where I'm pointing, it's the areas that had the glue that stick to the actual controller. It's okay. You're gonna be able to put it back. In this part, you're going to have to pull the stick completely. It's okay. It's not going to break it as long as you pull it upward, and it's going to be fine. You're going to hear a little pop. It's fine. It has the springs in there. So the next step, you're going to grab one drop. That's all you need. You don't want to put too much because it will make it not work also. If it's too oily, it will give you the same feeling as if it has the stick drift. It will not let you walk. It will like walk and stop. So you want to make sure you only use one drop. In this part, what I do, I pull up a little bit of the spring and I push the stick to make sure the drop is going to go under the spring and under the stick on the area where it's giving you the stick drift. Once you put the drop in there, you're going to start to make circles. So do circles to the right, circles to the left, and just keep doing this for I do a minute, and I go back and forth from one side to the other. Then I put it upside down to make sure when it's doing the rotation, the oil is going, in all the areas of the control. I do this for about a minute and then I flip it upside down and I do it for another minute. It will hurt when you're doing this because it's the stick, it has no cover. So you just have to keep rotating. Once you've been doing this for a while, you have to put the cover of the stick back. If you put it right away, it's not gonna fit. You gotta make sure you do it on the right side. The stick is kind of like in a rectangle oval way, so you just have to rotate until you feel like it goes all the way down. If it's not going down, you just have to keep rotating. And you don't have to push, you just have to keep rotating until you're not able to see that white part at the bottom. So once you don't see it, it means it's in place. Now, it's not going to move or anything. Now it has to go inside. So this is where I use the little popsicle stick. So what I do, I hold it with my thumb and I start pushing with the popsicle stick a little by little, and I go all the way around until you hear a pop. So you're gonna hear a pop when it goes from one side in, and then just keep going around until you hear a big pop, and then that means the whole thing it's inside now. Okay, once you hear that pop, it means it's in place. You can rotate it now, you can move it. So what I like to do after this, when you're sprinting, you press on the thumbstick. So I do circles and I do press. Circles and press, circles and press. And I just keep doing it maybe for another minute just to make sure, all the area is lubricated with the WD-40. After that, all you gotta do is put the lid back, but just make sure to check that that metal part, it's in the right place. All you gotta do is just stick it back in there, push a little bit. It's not gonna fall because it still has the little bit of glue on the top and the little bit of glue on the bottom. And then after this, if you need to repeat the process, all you gotta do is just with your fingers, your nails, you can just grab the edge, pull it out, put it back on. It's real easy. So sometimes I do this in between games. Been playing for a while, and then I feel like, oh my god, it's having to drift. I take a break. I do this real quick, and just leave your control upside down for a little bit before you play. Hope this video helps, guys. Thank you.